Right, ladies and gents, we shall get going. So just i dechrau cynhesu fyny, as a start for our warm-up, I'm just going to ask you to stand nice and relaxed and comfortable. So dwi eisiau chi just sefyll mewn position da chi'n teimlo cyffyrddus. And think about standing tall. Feddyliwch am fod yn tal, with your head up, your chest up, your shoulders back. And I just want you to breathe. Just anadlu fewn, ag allan. Wan, cymerwch eich amser efo hyn rwan. Just take your time with breathing in and out now. A dwi eisiau chi dechrau eich cyfri faint o hir mae cymryd chi yn nadlu i fewn ag allan. I'd like that to count for me. How long does it take for you to breathe in and breathe out? Because that number is going to become really, really important later on. So just cofiwch yn eich pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nadlu fewn. 1, 2, 3, 4 nadlu allan. Wonderful. Okay. Ar ffordd da chi sefyll rwan, dwi eisiau chi feddwl am lle mae balans chi ar eich traed. Mae yna 3 pwynt o balans ar eich traed. O'ch sodla, balls of the little toe and balls of the big toe. Mae yna 3 pwynt o balans ar eich traed. A beth dwi eisiau chi neud lan, I just want you to rotate your hips around in a circle. I chi just teimlo'ch pwysau yn symud dros eich traed. So just rotate your hips around in a circle, just to feel the weight moving round from the heels to the balls of the feet, those 6 points of balance. And I'd like to try and find a middle position. Where do you feel equally balanced? So you feel your left foot and right foot have got the same amount of weight on them, but also front to back, that you feel the balls of your feet have got as much weight on them as your heels have got. So dwi eisiau chi trio ffeindio'r canol fan'na. Lle da chi'n teimlo bod chi'n gorfod rhoi eich hips chi fel bod nhw dros y canol o'ch troed chi. Wonderful. A pryd da chi fan'na, da ni am dechrau cynhesu fyny'r brych asgwyd. I'm going to start with the arms and shoulders. Dwi eisiau chi, dwi eisiau chi nadlu fewn. Ac wrth i chi nadlu allan, just codi'ch brych eich chi fyny, allan yn teimlo cyffyrddus, nadlu fewn, a dowch yn nhw lawr. So you're going to breathe out, just let the arms just drift up slowly, breathe in, and bring the arms down. Okay, so keep going like that. So cariwch ymlaen mi fel hyn. Now, again, think about the breathing speed that we counted earlier. Your movement speed should match your breathing speed. So os na bod cymryd chi 5 eiliad i nadlu fewn ac yn nadlu allan, dylsa symudiadau chi yn cymryd 10 eiliad i neud nhw. Bydd yn cymryd chi 5 eiliad i codi'ch brych eich chi fyny, a 5 eiliad i chi gwllw nhw lawr nôl at eich ochrau. So slow the movement down gently. Hefyd, dwi eisiau chi canolbwyntio a llinell eich sgwyddau chi fama wan. So os fedrwch chi gyd sbio na fi am 1 eiliad, so pryd dwi'n nadlu allan, mae brych fi'n codi, ond dydy sgwyddau fi ddim yn codi at clustiau fi. So pryd dwi'n nadlu allan, mae yna dal gap fan'na fwn sbiwch rhwng ysgwydd a'r clustiau. Anadlu fewn. Dwi'n nadlu allan, anadlu fewn. Excellent. Okay. The nesa, beth dwi eisiau chi wneud? Steeple the fingers. Dwr'ch thumbs chi fewn yn twtio'ch chest chi fan'na. Tuckio'ch elbows chi fewn. Be da chi am wneud i nadlu fewn. Dwi eisiau chi nadlu allan a troi at un ochr. Nadlu allan y holl ffordd. Nadlu fewn i'r canol. Nadlu allan a troi'r ochr arall. So you're going to breathe in as you turn to the middle. Breathe out as you turn to the side. Breathe in to the middle. A cariwch ymlaen fel yna. Ac eto, just cofiwch y patrwm yn nadlu. Slow, gentle breathing and relax. Nadlu allan wrth i chi troi. Nadlu fewn i'r canol. Excellent. Okay. So in nesa, we're going to do a half roll down next. So fama, Dwi'n sefyll fyny'n tal lle o'n i'n cychwyn, anadlu fewn. Ac wrth i fi anadlu allan, mae'r ger yn dod lawr i'r chest, mae'r sgwydda'n disgyn ymlaen, mae'r breichiau'r dwylo di ymlacio, a dwi'n anadlu allan, wrth i fi just rolio lawr a tua fama. Fel pen a gwynaf fi mewn llinell efo top coesa. Dwi'n anadlu fewn yn y gwylod, anadlu allan, a dwi'n nôl i sefyll lle o'n i'n cychwyn. So we're just rolling down to a halfway position. Breathing in at the top, you're going to breathe out, the chin just drops down onto the chest, the shoulders and arms just peel down and forwards, just that your head's in line with your legs, the top of your legs. Stop at the bottom there, breathe in, and then breathe out and slowly roll yourself back up as you're breathing out. Imagine there's a rolling pin going up your legs, up your tummy, up your chest, shoulders and arms. So it stacks you back up piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. Fel and un arall os gwelwch yn dda, ladies and gents. We'll just do one more of those, please. You're all doing it so well. I like to watch you do it again. Excellent. Okay. So the nesa, then dechrau bach o mobility i'r coesa. So we're going to move down to the legs a little bit. And I'm going to start with a squatting exercise. So dowch a trai chi bach mwy llydan y hips chi. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips. A be dwi am wneud i nadlu fewn. A dwi am ista hips fi nôl. Nadlu allan a codi. So o'r ochr, dwi'n nadlu fewn. Ista nôl lawr. A buddy. Slowly down and slowly up. Don't watch faint more difyn da chi'n mynd. We're not after depth. It doesn't matter how low you go. It's just about sitting your hips backwards as if you're going to sit on a chair and cadw chest chi fyny a pen chi fyny. And just yn nôl lawr. So it's just a small movement of hips back, head and chest up. Ac eto tra bod chi'n neud o, bod chi'n cadw eich pwysau ar eich traed yn hafal. So we're trying to keep balance on our feet. Like we discussed about the heel, the ball of big toe, ball of little toe. As you're sitting back and standing up, the weight should remain absolutely flat on your feet. What we certainly don't want is you sort of coming up onto your tippy toes like this, and that your heels are lifting off the floor and you're wiggling all over the place. So triwch cadw sobla chi lawr ar y llawr, a bod chi'n neud that. Great. Okay, and we shall stop there, ladies and gents. That was excellent. So nesa da ni am wneud ynglyn â balance. Next one is a balance exercise. A be dwi am wneud? So try bach mwy cul at ei gilydd. I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer together. Be dwi am wneud i'n nadlu fewn. Ac wrth i fi nadlu allan, dwi am sleipio un o'r traed ymlaen. Codi fo, chydig bach o ddel llawr. Dod efo nôl I lawr, nôl I fewn. So with this exercise, what I'm trying to do is keep my body as still as possible as I move the leg out. Lift it up, bring it down, and bring it back. So diolch much faint mor uchel wi chi codi'r coes. Be dwi jyst eisiau wneud ydy codi un oddi ar y llawr, fel bod fi ddim yn mynd fel la. So it's just about trying to keep your body nice and stable while you lift one leg up and bring it back. So fel ddylwch fan, bod na wal fanna. Tra bod chi'n codi eich coes, ddech chi eisiau cadw bob dim I lawr o'r wal yn llonydd, so bod chi ddim yn symud fel la. A nice small movement, trying to keep here and here as still as possible. Oh, rwy'n yn wiglo fanna. Okay. Dan ni am newid eich symudiad yna chydig tro yma. Yn hytrach na'r coes mynd ymlaen, mae'n mynd tu nôl I ni. So we're going to change the movement slightly. The leg is this time going to come behind us, and we're going to involve our body a little bit more this time. So be dwi am wneud I nadlu fewn. Ac wrth fi nadlu allan, I'm going to slide one toe back. A sbiwch be dwi'n wneud efo corff fi wan. My body has leaned forward in the same amount that my leg has come back. So dychmygu wan bod yna peipan yn mynd o'ch clus chi, trwy'ch ysgwydd, eich clun, a lawr at eich troed chi. So there's one straight line. As my leg moves back, my body moves forward. Os da chi'n teimlo weddol hyderus a bod chi eisiau codi eich troed oddi ar y llawr, a nôl, ymlaen. So if you do feel confident, you want to lift your back foot off the floor a little bit, that's absolutely fine too. But please be very, very careful. If your balance is not great, os da chi'n cael unrhyw trafferthio efo'ch balans chi, please defnyddiwch rhywbeth. You see how I've got the worktop here? So I could hold on to the worktop, you see? Neu os gennych chi cadar, rhywbeth, fedrwch chi just dod o'ch bysyd chi ar, just i cadw chi bach mwy saf. Always remember safety. Whenever we're doing balance, it's a great idea to have something available next to you. You can just touch with your fingers. It's just going to keep that little bit safer. As you are leaning forward, keep your head and chest up as much as you can. Breathing out as you lean forward and breathing in as you come back. Excellent. Lovely. Diane, Brian. Excellent, ladies and gents. Right, that's enough of that. We are going to move down onto the mat. So dyna ni am symud lawr i'r llawr, i'r matyn i os gwelwch yn dda. So os fedrwch chi symud pa bynnag device da chi'n defnyddio, fel bod fi'n gallu gweld chi, that would be wonderful. I much prefer seeing faces than empty living rooms and kitchens and wonderful. Okay. So we're going to be doing a few exercises here down the mat. We're also going to be doing a little bit of stretching today, and we're going to do a sort of a one-for-one. So, I cychwyn, dwi eisiau ni gyd dechrau ar dwylo a peniglia. So we're going to start on our hands and knees with this one. Okay, so we're going to come into the box position. If you're having some difficulty getting down to your knees, any sort of pillows or cushions can really help with this. So, dechrau yn y position yma. Fel bod dwylo dan y sgwydda, peniglia a dan y cluniau. So here. A be dwi am wneud i'n adlu fewn. Ac wrth fi yn adlu allan, mae'r pen yn lawr fel fi'n sbio at yn ôl i fi, a dwi'n pwsio'r cefn i fyny at y to. Breathe out. I push my back up towards the ceiling. Dwi'n adlu fewn, a breathe in. A dwi'n codi'r ffordd arall, chest i fyny, pen i fyny, a pwsio bol lawr i'r mat. Yn adlu allan, pwsio'r cefn i fyny at y to. Fewn. Wan, please cofiwch eich patrwm yn nadlu chi fama wan, efo bob un o'r ymarferion da ni'n neud. So remember your breathing pattern here, ladies and gents. Slowly and steadily. It should take that 5-6 seconds for you to crunch your back down and forward, just to tuck yourself up into that angry cat position. And then as you breathe in, it should take you another 5 seconds to get your chest lifted up, your shoulders drawn back, your head up, then to push your tummy downwards. And again, just going as far as it feels comfortable for you. Ah, Gwen, how cute. Lovely. It's nice and slow. Perfect, pawb. And I just need un neu ddwy arall o hein. Good job, Pam. Well done, Diane, Pam. Lovely. Okay, and I stop Havana. We're going to stop with that one, and we're going to come into the first of our stretches, which is going to be the child's pose stretch. Now, again, this could be a little bit tough. Let me just show you. So from this position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit my hips back onto my legs. I'm going to walk my hands forward and just relax. So be dwi eisiau chi trio wneud wan ydy ffindio faint mor agos fedrwch chi cael at y position yna fel bod chi'n teimlo yn cyffyrddus. Ista hips chi nôl eich traed, ymestyn eich brych a dwylo chi ymlaen, a just ymlacio lawr ar y mat. You're just going to rest down on the mat. A dwi eisiau chi anadlu fewn ac allan tair gwaith. I want you to take 3 very slow in and out breaths. Anadlu fewn, ag allan. So 3 deep breaths in and 3 deep breaths out, ladies and gents. A wedyn o'n i symud ymlaen. Excellent, ladies and gents. Perfect. Gobeithio bod chi wedi ddisgyn i cysgu arno fi. Hopefully you haven't all fallen asleep on me. Mae'r bychan wedi do. Okay, ladies and gents. With our next exercise, we're going to lay flat down onto our tummies with our hands just resting out to the sides here. So fel fi gorau ar y mat, efo dwylo fi sort of yn y position yna. So my arms just like that. Efo'r ymarfer yma, bellach allan mae'r dwylo, hawsach ydi o, a'r gosach I fewn ma nhw, a noddach bydd o. So the further out my arms start, the easier, the closer in, the more challenging. Mae'n ddangos I chi pam wan. As I breathe in, dwi'n adlu allan, dwi'n pwysio lawr trwy'r breichiau, a codi'r pen a chest, a'r bol oddi ar y mat, dwi'n adlu fewn, a gorau yn ôl I lawr. Breathe out, lift the head, chest and tummy off the mat. Breathe in, and lower myself down. So tra bod chi'n neud hwn, just triwch canolbwyntio ymlacio eich coesa ag eich hips chi ac ar eich bol chi. So just try and keep all your lower body totally relaxed as you lift up. Breathe out, and then breathe in, and slowly lower yourself down. So think about your feet, think about your legs and your hips. Those muscles should be totally turned off and relaxed. Cymerwch eich amser. Wonderful. So it's a nice little strengthening exercise now for the arms and the chest and the shoulders. It's also stretching a little bit of those tummy muscles. Just codi'ch corff at position mae gwylod eich cefn chi yn teimlo cyffredinol. So we're just lifting our body to where our lower back feels comfortable. And again, just nice and careful when you lay yourself down, don't bop your nose on the floor. Lovely. Okay. So un arall o sgwelwch y dda, ladies and gents, a wedyn o'n I symud ymlaen. Just one more, please, and then we shall move along. Okay. So efo'r un nesa, da ni eisiau cychwyn in sort of position debyg. We're going to start in a similar position for this next one, so we need to be laying flat on our tummies again, ladies and gents. But this time, rather than my arms being here, my arms are going to be down by my side for what we call the dart exercise. So fel fi'n gorwedd, ond mae'r dwylo yn dod ar ochr a fi fama. A dwi eisiau chi dychmygu wan bod yna llinyn ar sgwydda, a be mae'r llinyn yn neud, dwi'n adlu fewn. Wrth fi'n adlu allan, mae'r llinyn yn codi'r corff I fyny. Yn adlu fewn, ac yn slo bach I lawr. Yn adlu allan, mae'r llinyn yn codi'r pen a sgwyddafu ar y llawr. Yn adlu fewn. Oh, wow. So with this exercise, now this one's a real toughie, ladies and gents. Dwi'n cael real trafferth efo hwn. So what's going to happen is you've got strings on the back of your shoulders. And as you breathe out, those strings are going to lift your head and shoulders up off into the ceiling. And you're coming into a gymnastic arch position. Cofiwch anadlu allan, remember not to hold your breath. This one's a bit of a key offender for breath holding, ladies and gents. Cofiwch anadlu allan, tra bod chi'n codi'ch corff, anadlu, ai fyna, anadlu fewn, ac o ffordd I lawr. Now, os mae hwn yn teimlo'n okay, ydych chi'n teimlo'n hapus efo hwn, you can make this a little bit more challenging. Imagine there's a second set of strings, but these set of strings are now on your heels. So bod y llinyn ar eich sotla chi. So what's going to happen then is, as I'm laying on my mat, my shoulders and my heels are going to come up. I breathe in, relax, nadlu allan. So wan dwi'n codi o'r sgwydda A oddi ar y traed. Wow. Have a little go, ladies and gents. Gweld sef hwnna'n teimlo. Ella, byddwch chi'n ffeindio y fersiwn yma yn bach hawsach oherwydd jyst bydd o'n balansio corff chi chydig bach o well. Well, some people find this a little bit nicer, just it counterbalances your weight a little bit. Again, it's all personal preference with all these exercises to a position where you feel happy, comfortable and safe. Breathing out, coming to the arch position, breathing in and gently popping your face back down on the mat. Wonderful. Just un arall o hein os gwelwch yn dda. Relax there. Wonderful, ladies and gents. We will relax there. Perfect. What I'm going to ask you all to do, we're going to come into another stretch. We're going to tuck ourselves up and give those back muscles that we've just been using a little bit of a rest. So from your tummies, you're going to turn over and you're going to lay on your backs for me. And I'll show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck my knees up into my body. I'm going to tuck my chin into my knees and I'm going to give myself a little hug. So dwi'n chi tynnu'ch corff chi fewn I pêl bach, eich coes a fewn i'ch corff, eich pen chi fewn i'ch pengliniau, ac anadlu. Anadlu fewn, ac allan. Fewn. So as you're hugging your feet in, you're just trying to lift your hips off the mat. And as you lift the hips and sort of, the top of your bum off the mat, you hopefully be stretching the muscles in your lower back and it should feel quite nice. Eto, fedrwch chi gafel drost eich pengliniau neu o dan eich pengliniau. You can hold over your knees or in between your knees and your legs, wherever feels most comfortable. A un gwynt arall, one more breath in and out, please. Excellent. Great. So o fanna, dwi eisiau chi aros efo'ch cefn chi ar y mat. So keep your back on the mat, ladies and gents, and you're just going to pop your feet down on the mat. We're going to come into our scissor exercise. So it's a tummy exercise. So from here, I'm going to lay with my back absolutely flat into the mat. So I need to pull my ribs and my pelvis together. Imagine that someone's going to tickle you and you instantly squeeze to defend the tickle. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift your legs up. So be dwi'n gwneud, tynnu cyhyrad bol I fewn, yn tynnu'r ribs at yn pelvis, I cadw'r gwylod o cefn, I gludo fewn i'r mat, a dwi'n codi'r pengliniau dros yr hips. Dwi'n nadlu fewn, ac wrth I fi nadlu allan, mae'r un coes yn dod lawr, mae'r bysyd y troed yn twtio, dwi'n nadlu fewn, a mae'n dod nôl I fewn. So as I breathe out, I'm going to just tap the floor with one of my toes. I'm going to breathe in and bring it back in. Beth sy'n hanfodol bod chi'n cofio efo'r ymarfer yma, ladies and gents, ydy bod chi'n cadw'ch gwylod o cefn chi I gludo fewn i'r mat. The most essential and important part of this exercise is that as the leg moves down and forwards, your lower back is absolutely glued into the mat. So that your lower back is not arching at all. So bod chi'n tynnu'ch cyhyrach bol chi fewn, a mae hynna'n cadw'ch gwylod y cefn chi ar y mat. That's the really important part with this. Os ydych chi'n teimlo'n weddol hapus efo'r ymarfer yma, a bod chi'n gwneud o'n bach mwy challenging, what you can do if you want to make this exercise a bit more challenging is you can extend the foot out a little bit further. Felly chi ymestyn y troed allan yn bach bellach. So instead of the toe touching the floor, what's going to happen is you're going to extend the leg out straight almost, so that the heel is touching the floor. So fel bod chi'n ymestyn allan efo'ch coes, fel bod y sowdl yn twtio'r llawr yn hytrach na un o'r toes chi. Now, as you're extending yourself, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Ond eto, just canolbwyntio ar quality eich symudiad. The quality of your movement is more important, that you're keeping your tummy in and you're keeping your back on the floor. Right, fydra i weld bod chi gyd i mastro'r exercise yma. Okay, so make this one your last one, ladies and gents. And then pop your feet down and have a look for 1 second. I'm going to make this a little bit confusing for you now. You're all doing so well. I think we can make it a little bit challenging. So, os fedrwch chi gyd sbio arno fi, please. We'll have a quick look, ladies and gents. We're going to do the same exercise, but this time I'm going to use my arms as well. So, dwi dechrau yn yr un position, but this time my arms are going to be up, facing the ceiling. And I'm going to breathe in. Ac wrth i fi anadlu allan, so I'm going to start with my right leg. But as my right leg comes down, my left arm is going to come down. Dwi'n anadlu fewn, a mae'n dod nôl I lle cychwyn arno. So, fel fi'n anadlu allan, dwi'n newid, mae'r coes chwith yn dod allan, ond mae'r braich dde yn dod allan. Anadlu fewn, a nôl I fewn. So it's opposite hand to leg, moving down together and up together. Let's have a look at your coordination skills, ladies and gents. So faint mor dda di coordination chi. So bod chi'n anadlu allan, anadlu fewn, a mae'r opposite hand and opposite leg yn dod allan. I'm always told that women are very good at multitasking, so I'm expecting big things here, ladies. Excellent. So fel bod chi'n anadlu allan, mae un coes dod allan, mae'r opposite hand yn dod allan. Lovely. Ond eto, cofiwch position eich cefn, a be ydych chi'n neud efo'ch cyhyrach bol chi. So don't forget your back and your tummy muscles. Just slowly breathing out and slowly breathing in. Okay, so eto, drysdi drws i chi bach o fwy wan. So just to confuse you a little bit more, ladies and gents, you're going to stay in the same position, but rather than opposite hand to leg, you're going to do the same hand and leg. So da chi am newid tro yma wan, os mae'r coes chwith yn mynd, mae'r braich ochr chwith yn mynd. So mae'r coes there yn mynd, mae'r braich ochr there yn mynd. So it's the same side now. Oh, well, mae gen o di cael hwn yn tro gynta. That's quite impressive, ladies. You've all nailed it on the first attempt. I'm sure Richard and Brian have as well. I just can't see them quite as well. I'm sure the men are just doing quite... I see Brian's foot. So remember, nice and slow with your breathing, ladies and gents. Trying to keep your body nice and still. Just 1 or 2 more. And then we'll finish up with this one. Lovely. And stop there. So fanna, just aros ar eich cefn chi. So just stay on your back, ladies and gents. And all I want you to do is just pop your feet down on the mat and tuck your heels all the way into your hips for me. We're going to come into our bridge exercise to finish. So laying flat on your back, you're going to have your feet about hip width apart. Now this time, imagine you've got strings on your hip bones. And what's going to happen is, as I take a big breath in, I breathe out, I'm going to push down through my feet, and my hips are going to lift up into the bridge position. So wrth fi anadlu allan, mae'r hips yn codio ddi ar y mat, dwi'n anadlu fewn, a gorwedd yn ôl lawr yn llonydd ac yn flat. I breathe out, strings pull my hips up and off the floor. I breathe in, and lower them back down. Efo'r ymarfer yma, y darn bwysig I cofio ydy sut da chi'n gorwedd yn ôl I lawr ar y mat. The most important part to remember with this exercise is how you lower yourself down onto the mat. It's really important that you do it slowly, carefully and gently. So as your weight is up on your shoulders, as you lower yourself down, you do it 1 vertebra at a time. You gently lay your back down. So fel bod chi'n cychwyn ar eich sgwyddau, yn symud lawr ar top eich cefn, gwylod eich cefn, eich hips chi, a wedyn ymlacio. It's that gentle process of piece by piece, laying yourself down. Be dwi'n eisiau chi wneud bod chi'n just gwchwn a slamio'ch cefn chi ar y llawr. It's not good for you. So anadlu allan, wrth chi codi eich hips chi fyny, anadlu fewn, a gored nhw slow bach nôl i lawr. Excellent. And I'm Manelli just in a ddau. We're just going to do 1 or 2 more, please, ladies and gents. Breathing out, hips up. Breathing in, and slowly lowering yourself down. A just un arall fel osgol chi dda. Pwsio lawr trwy'r traed, hips i fyny. Anadlu fewn, go slow bach yn ôl i lawr. Wonderful. Okay. So ar ôl chi gorodd eich hips chi lawr, dwi eisiau chi just goroedd yn flat ar y mat am un eiliad. So just lay flat on the mat for 1 moment for me, please, ladies and gents, just to finish up before we stand. And the final stretch we're going to do is, I want you to imagine you're standing on a diving board. And what you're going to do is you're going to place your hands up above your head, and you're going to make yourself as long as possible. So from your fingertips to your toes, you're going to take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to stretch and make yourself as long as possible. So breathe out and push through your fingertips and toes. Make yourself as long as you can. And relax. Breathe in. A barod, unwaith eto, anadlu allan ac ymestyn. Stretchwch. And breathe in and relax. Excellent. Okay, cymrydwch eich amser, ladies and gents, nice and careful. I'm going to ask you to stand up again, and we're just going to do a final little bit of breathing exercise i orffan. So, cymrydwch amser, codi fyny yn saff, a da ni am just gorffan y fyny efo bach o posture check. Oh, right, we all made it. Excellent. Okay. So, fel nathon ni sôn yn y cychwyn, as we discussed in the beginning, just stand with your feet hip width apart. Now remember those 3 points of balance, the heel, ball of big toe, ball of little toe. Mae'r 3 darn o'ch troed chi, a mae'n hanfodol bod chi'n cofio hynna, a bod chi'n trio rhannu eich pwysau chi rhwng y 3 pwynt yna ar eich 2 troed. So that you have the balance to front to back, but also left to right. You can feel the same amount of weight on the heels as you can on the balls of your feet, and also left to right. So mod chi sy'n mynd i ffeindio hwnna, a mae hyn anglyn ar setio lle mae pelvis chi dros eich traed. So there's no weight on the toes, but on the balls of the feet and the heels, you feel pretty stable. Okay, eto, codi'ch chest chi fyny. Dwch a brych chi nôl fel bod bys canol chi ar sim eich trwsys. A dwi eisiau chi sbio, just i fyny chydig. Just look just a little bit up as if you're looking over someone's head. Anadlu fewn. Ag allan. Anadlu fewn. Ag allan. Excellent. I mean, really bwysig i cofio, whenever you're standing anywhere in this week, ladies and gents, whether you're at the shop, whether you're standing at home, washing dishes, doing anything, think about how you're balancing your weight over your feet. Think about the position of your shoulders. Are you standing tall? Is your posture as you think it should be? Ladies and gents, go chi just codi'ch dwy lo flaen, chi just lift your hands in front, a dwrch clap i'ch hunan. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much. And I unmute chi gyd wan fel